Hello, everybody. This is Magnetic Leadership Mentor Jiva Sam coming at you with another significant trait that sets magnetic leaders apart from everybody else. And I'm going to title this teaching that magnetic leaders are like rubber bands. And here's what I want to highlight about rubber bands is that a rubber band, by definition, by the way in which it is used, has to be stretched. And in some ways, you could say maybe that it is actually bent out of shape, because when it stretches, or when it is stretched, it is nothing like the way it was at rest. But the interesting thing about the rubber band is that it returns to its original state, the state of rest, just like that, very quickly. And friends, one of the things that happens to all of us in life, and especially when you're in leadership, is you're going to be tested. You're going to be stretched by people close to you, by people who you don't know, especially by people who don't know you. They can say all sorts of stuff about you. They can come at you with things. Especially if you're leading a team, you will find that you are being stretched. Well, as a matter of fact, when you're part of a team, even if it's a husband and wife team, or a children, and a parent team, anything of that nature, you are going to be stretched. And here's the thing that I've noticed about magnetic leaders is that they do get bent out of shape, but they get right back to their original shape and their original state of rest way faster than most people do. One of the things that we all need to watch out for is that when things come at us, that we don't get stuck there, that we don't get too focused, on our hurt, on our feelings, or the person that said something to, irritate us or to put us down or, criticize us or whatever the case may be. That when we give that time and when we give it some life, then they don't pay the price. We're the ones that pay the price, right? Because we stay in that state of tension for long, and sometimes, when you're in a state of tension for too long, you literally snap, which is not very good. All right. So, but magnetic leaders, I've noticed, all my years, I worked with a number of leaders, and I've noticed that the ones that really stand head and shoulders above everybody else, they probably, get hurt. They probably take hits. They probably, are stretched and bent out of shape more than, many others that I know in leadership. And yet the amazing thing is, while some people in leadership then rant and rave and put them down and make them feel like worthless, like the ones that hurt them, or get very defensive, get offended and all that kind of stuff. The magnetic leaders, they get over their hurts very quickly, and they move on. In 2 Samuel 16, there's a story about how King David runs into a guy named Shimei, who curses him, to his face and calls him all sorts of, like really nasty names. And David's people, his entourage, is very upset that he's letting him get away with it. And David says something very profound. He says, you know what, guys? Maybe God is allowing him to curse me. In other words, David saw that as a test of character. David saw that as something that, he didn't really need to, spend much time on or focus on. And he just simply moved on from there. See, that's one of the things that made David a magnetic leader. Now, I'm not going to say David was like that all the time. There were times when he took offense and he wanted to go and hurt some people really badly when they did something to him, to slight him. But in this particular case, he is definitely one that doesn't get bent out of shape, or stay in that state of offense too long. He just moves right past it and gets right back to it. So friends, keep that in mind, that as you keep on moving in this journey of being and becoming and growing as the magnetic leader, remember, you need to be like the rubber band. Yes, you are allowed to get bent out of shape, but you return back to your original shape as quickly as you possibly can. And you watch, people will be drawn to you. They will want to follow you. They will be loyal to you. And they will admire you for that particular characteristic. All right. So I'm Magnetic Leadership Mentor Jiva Sam. Until next time, God bless.